No, just Courtney's out.
Okay. Your take on this Charlotte team coming in and defensively, what you want to see from your guys tonight?
Yeah, it'll be interesting because last few games we've given up a lot of threes again, and they've been jacking them up. So, I think they got up 30, 35 in the last couple of games. So, they can do that with Dwight rolling the basket, puts a lot of pressure on you to, try to bump him a little bit so he doesn't get the roll lobs. And they're doing a good job of throwing out to the guys shooting it in. So it's going to be one of those games where we got to fight Kemba. He's a tough player to deal with, and we got to, the bigs are going to have to help and be down low. As soon as Dwight starts rolling, you got to get out of there. They got a good veteran group to start the game, and then they bring some of those young players in and give them a lot of life in that second group.
Yesterday, you made the comment that you asked the guys whether they like to win or hate to lose. What do you want to see from them tonight in terms of the hustle that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's I think when I think of it, it's funny that we're playing those guys tonight because that's what struck me about Kemba. It was probably the first year that I was involved in those draft discussions in Chicago, and when we brought Kemba in, and the guys asked him that question, and before it came out of their mouth, he was, "I hate to lose." And okay, I can just see it. He came off winning those 5 straight games. You can just tell that he was like that. It's it's that extra fire that you see in a guy's eyes that they really want it. They'll do what it takes, and someone who values the game more than just a game. It's about doing whatever it takes to win, and not playing the game, but okay, there's going to be another one tomorrow night. You play it like it's your last game you'll ever play, because who knows, you might get hurt, you might never play again.
Mm-hmm. And from the guys on your team, can you think of an example or two, or someone who you've seen that from, who's doing that right now, setting that tone?
I think we have a couple guys. Obviously, Lance has always played that way. I think he's kind of been that leader and the toughness, effort, getting after guys. No matter what the score is, no matter what the record is, he always plays that way. I think Ennis does that. I think Tim is doing it. And so we have a few guys that are doing it, but it's gotta be all 12 guys out there, because it could be any one of them that need to make a big play. That's a tough thing to do. Whether it's a charge or boxing somebody out or whatever it is. And, if all 15 guys have that mentality, they're going to box out. They're going to take that charge. They're going to make that extra pass because they're going to do what it takes.
Coach, last game you talked about, you saw the guys switching defensively when they shouldn't have, and they didn't switch. They didn't double when they should have doubled out there. So as you go through practice, you show them film, they give you any perspective as to what was going on?
Well, a lot of times it's funny when you do the film and you watch it, the guy goes, "Yeah, I was supposed to switch." So I mean, they see it. I think when it happens, they know they did it wrong at that time, and that's where again, we get frustrated with it, but it's part of getting that focus for doing it all the time. Maybe when you're 30, are you still doing it? If you're still screwing up plenty of times, probably it's too late for you, I think. But some of these guys are young, and I think sometimes what happens when a team's making a run, I think that's our biggest thing, is that when a team's making a run on us and has hit a couple baskets, then I think guys think, well, I'm going to do this to try to stop the play. Well, now all of a sudden what they thought to do was not our proper rotation, and now we're screwed up, and then it continues to snowball. So that's just being disciplined to, no matter what the situation, doing the right things.
Jeff, yesterday you were remarking about the lineup and the point guard situation, backcourt. What did you think about for tonight? Is Emmanuel still going to start, or?
I'll give you that one, Mark.
Was that?
I'll give you that one, yeah. He'll still start tonight.
So how are we going to do the 2 guard situation?
Well, again, we want to try, like I said before, we want to try to get these guys as many minutes as we can. This is, again, if you look at this team with the Toon playing the 2 spot, he's a good 6'8". He might even be 6'9". So he creates some issues for us. But, you know, with their second group that gets in there is a little bit smaller, so maybe we can get the multiple guys in there.
So that means that. What does that mean with Frank?
Emmanuel's starting tonight.
You got some, Vernon, you got some.
So we talked to Billy this morning, and one of the things he remarked about was that in Charlotte, there's more, he feels like there's more structure, whereas when he was playing with you, he said everything was more free. Do you agree with that maybe you coach more to let the players react, or, I mean, what is your response to that?
You know, every coaches are different. I don't know exactly what they're doing over there. You know, they may have a few more plays, but to me, you know, a lot of their things is they got their handful of plays and they got their pick and rolls with Kemba. You know, maybe their workouts. I don't know again what they're working on, but you know, we try to encourage guys to work on all parts of their game. We don't know what they're going to end up being in this league. So, you know, every team does it differently. I don't know what they do.
And another thing he said was that now they're encouraging him to start taking three-pointers and shoot long range. Is that something you ever thought about doing?
Well, he shot a lot of those in practice. He shot a few in games for us. It was probably not one of our regular routines, but again, you know, being at his age, we weren't, you know, like for example, Ennis. You know, Ennis isn't near the point that a guy like Billy probably is at this stage of shooting threes. Billy did shoot some for us, you know, but it wasn't, you know, set plays where we ran it for him, where maybe they're trying to get him, you know, to be maybe like a Kaminsky. You know, we had Kristaps at the 4. You know, I would guess that Billy's probably going to play mainly 5 there, but you know, the way this league's going, you never know. You know, that could be something that you know, he works on, and as the years go on, maybe he becomes that type of guy.
Coach, with Emmanuel, obviously he's been given a big opportunity starting these games. What would you say the number one thing you'd like to see more from him?
Well, you know, I think all 3 of our point guards, you know, continue to see is them running the team. You know, you see the difference between when Jarrett Jack's out there and when these guys are out there. So, you know, we want them to push the ball on misses and look for opportunities. But if we don't have an opportunity, you got to get us into something. And so that's where we want them to get a little bit better. You know, and again, Manuel's only been here for a short period of time, so I think all the different plays that we have that he could maybe call as he's going down the court probably aren't hitting him quite yet. And that's you know, a tough spot to come in mid-season, all of a sudden try to pick up on all these things. So, you know, try to give him a little leeway on that and what we're looking at. But again, we want to see the consistency. We want to see the effort defensively, and we've got 3 guys that are vying for, you know, that position. So we'll just continue to evaluate them.
Coach, what are you seeing from Jarrett? You know, he's not getting the minutes, but his veteran leadership, what is he sharing with those 3?
You know, I think it's just through practice. You know, he's trying to help them out, calling things on the sideline, so maybe they get a feel of you know, how that point guard thinks. You know, when they come to the sideline, he's talking to them about that. So, you know, Jarrett's, you know, it's tough on that guy, on him. You know, he played for most of the year, but I think the whole league knows what Jarrett can do for you as a player. You know, not getting worn out with his knee is probably a good thing at this point for him personally, but it's always a struggle not to play. But, you know, he's doing a great job with our young guys, trying to help them out as much as possible.
Do you see coaching tendencies with him?
Oh yeah, Jarrett, you know, he's that thinking point guard. You know, he's that guy. So typically those guys, you know, when they're done with their careers, you know, will make good coaches.
All right.